I am now. Hey, Heather from Hooked on Pickin. Sorry we're running a little bit late this morning. Just a few minutes. Hopefully you got the notification. Sometimes the notifications take a little bit, but let me know if sorry. Paul's got his phone ready, and he's going to answer all your questions and be able to look at your comments. So make sure you comment. If you're not yet a subscriber, go ahead and subscribe. Thank you again to all my patrons. I've gotten some new patrons. I'm super excited about that. If you signed up for anything above $10, you'll be seeing your name in lights very soon. Usually takes me about a week to make sure I get that on the next few videos. So I'm really excited about that. We are going to be talking about the Bulq.com new pallet shipping rates. And then also I have some fun news to share with you about the warehouse and some new construction we're going to be doing here. So if you are here, go ahead and hit that thumbs up like button. Make sure that you give us a shout out, and we will say hello to you guys whenever you guys get on. It seems like this notification on this video took a little bit. Kind of pop up.
It took a little bit.
So we're going to wait a little bit just to make sure that we have everybody online. And so I want to remind you, you can get some awesome stuff at hookedonpickin.com. I've got some cool stuff available there. I actually just sold like a TV Fire Stick for really, really cheap. A lot less than what you can pay on Amazon for it. I'm going to be posting some pet beds, some Barbie stuff in the very near future on Hooked on Pickin. And so hopefully you've been really enjoying what some of the videos we've been putting out. What do we have coming up? I think we've got another
case, right?
We got another case coming up. I will be doing the pallet unboxing very soon of a bulk kind of general merchandise pallet.
Right.
I've got a toys pallet here. Oh, I've got hats. So I ordered hats from a liquidator that I'm really excited about that.
I think they're college, NCAA.
Yeah.
They look pretty neat.
I'm really excited about that. So we're going to go ahead and catch up on some shout outs here.
James Watson says hi. He says he's the first like. Awesome. Harvesting by Hand says hi from sunny Cali.
Awesome.
Well, that must be nice.
I know. Did you see my thumbnail? That was taken this morning. It's snowing here.
It is snowing. Angela Harper says shout out from Lake Wales, Florida.
Awesome.
Janet Hooks says snowing in Hamel too. Love you kids.
Hi, Mom.
Eva Lewis says hi from Salem, Missouri. Always happy to catch your lives. Mace Crawford says hi from stormy North Carolina.
Oh, stormy.
Lisa says hello from Northeast Wisconsin. Lee says hello from Texas. Manny Cleveland said, what's up, Eric? What up, Eric?
What up, Eric?
What up, Eric?
Eric is awesome.
Eric is an awesome guy. He really is. Vince says hello. Wolfman Mark says hello, everyone. Angela Harper says I'm hooked on Pickins.
Awesome.
James says hello, everyone. L. Lambert says hello from Cold Indy.
Ignore Paul. Sometimes he reads really fast.
Zaire Zaria says hi, guys, again from Apple Valley. Apple Valley. That sounds nice, doesn't it?
Yes.
Sounds like a beautiful, majestic, no, not majestic, like wonderful world of apples. I don't know.
That would not be good for me to go there.
Not true. She's
I'm
allergic to apples. Don't
Weird
send
allergy.
Heather any apples.
Don't send me any
Teresa says, hello, everyone. Sass Girl says, hey, Heather and Paul from snowy Montreal, Canada.
Awesome.
Teresa says she's from Keysville, Virginia. Renee says, hi, guys. Love your videos. Naomi says, hello from snowy Maine. It looks like it's snowing in half the country right now.
Yeah, pretty much.
Very good.
All right, so I did want to tell you, too, I actually have some Hooked on Pickin coffee cups.
Did they come already?
Not yet.
Okay.
But they're going to be on Hooked on Pickin probably fairly soon. I think delivery is supposed to be around Valentine's Day. So, but they're actually going to be stainless steel on the look, very similar to this. Maybe, I think it's got a different lid.
It's really the perfect Valentine gift when you think about it.
Coffee cups.
A cup from
Hooked on Pickin.
Hooked on Pickin, of course.
Yes.
Of course.
So I think I will have them live on Hooked on Pickin pretty soon. Oh, I'm super excited. I have to share this with you. So you guys have been clamoring for information about Poshmark, like reselling resources, because I know I have a lot on eBay and a lot on Amazon just because I've been doing those longer. Mm-hmm. Poshmark, I started selling on Poshmark April 2018. And I feel like we definitely have we're clicking on all cylinders when it comes to Poshmark.
We know where we're going.
I actually just completed my ebook on Poshmark.
Isn't she amazing?
Yes. So I'm
now super
excited. So I have actual pictures and screenshots from my own Poshmark store on there to kind of give you an example of all the stuff. I'm just waiting. I've got a friend who's going to proofread it for me, and so that's all I'm waiting on. So probably within the next 4 or 5 days, I'll actually have it out on hookedonpickin.com. It's actually 10 full pages of information on how to have the best Poshmark closet, and it includes 2 full pages of Hooked on Pickin' top tips and how we basically kind of behind the scenes. We've given you some tips on the YouTube channel, but these are more tips than we've even given on the YouTube channel. So if you purchase that, you'll be able to kind of see that, and I've got links to videos in there. And
That's
so,
what I think is cool about the ebooks.
Yeah.
Because then you can say, well, what does she mean? Click on the video and
I basically give you a
walk you through
walkthrough.
it.
So
That's
it's
awesome.
all about creating the most amazing Poshmark closet and making lots of money doing so.
Okay, we had this debate. Maybe you can help us with this. How much do you sell basically this perfectly helps
it's like
set
a
up
training program. Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
from start to finish and more, because I give a lot of extra tips like after you have your store and quick ways to do this and that and kind of shortcuts to make your life easier.
So how much do you think someone starting out in Poshmark would spend for something like this?
Yeah.
Maybe that'd help us. So like $49.99, $29.99, $1.99.
Oh,
I mean,
don't say $1.99.
Yeah.
It took me a long time to write that thing. All right.
It'll be more than that.
It'll be more than
help us out with
$1.99.
that if you have some suggestions.
But it does have a lot of really awesome info in it and a lot of my behind-the-scenes tricks of making the Poshmark store efficient, but making sure you're making sales every single day. So hopefully that's been awesome. So
let's see. Babette Perkins says, howdy from Texas. Jeanette says, hi from North Carolina. How often do you send inventory to Amazon a week/a month?
Well, we just actually shipped a load of 74 items yesterday.
Yep. Just almost every week we're shipping
Every week
something
we
to
probably
Amazon.
ship around 100 to 200 items depending on how quickly we process them and what kinds of items they are. And a lot of it is based off of what kind of liquidation we get. Clothing we don't send as much because we have a Poshmark Avenue. But if it's like toys and general merchandise, most of that goes to Amazon if it's in good condition.
Let's see. Burmer Pap says, hi from Netherlands.
Awesome.
Greetings. Harvesting by Hand says, I love the sun but prefer the rain. May says, it's not snowing here. Rain, thundering, and tornado warnings. Ooh, where are you at, Mace?
Yeah.
Margaret Hull says, hey, y'all. Tina says, hi, Heather and Paul. L. Embert says, I would say $50 on the price of it. Okay. James Watson says $25. Doug Dreyer says $25. Jamie says, hi from Alabama. Harvesting by Hand says, I'm interested on purchasing the Amazon and self-pay card from your site, but I was wondering what it has. Can you specify the has?
Okay, so the Amazon card is actually part of the reseller set. So if you buy the reseller set, you actually get Amazon, eBay, and what to look for in any and all thrift stores. I know it has the Goodwill logo on it, but that's the most recognizable thrift store, which is why I put it on there. But so if you bought that, you can actually get the digital download for $5 cheaper. But if you want hard copy cards, you can still buy those. But the Amazon card is a checklist that's going to make sure that you purchase the perfect item for Amazon.
Right.
So that's all I'm really going to say, because if I start walking through...
It systematically gives you tips. Have you thought of this? Have you thought of this? Have you thought of this? Have you thought of this?
And if you do that with every item you're looking to send into Amazon, you will definitely make a profit.
Yeah, so. We had I would say, a fairly good friend that got into reselling, thinking that this would help their retirement income, and they just went and they just started buying like crazy. And then they got real frustrated when they tried to sell it on Amazon because they were going to lose money on several of the products.
Yeah,
and we're like, you didn't follow what we asked you to follow.
They didn't consider a lot of the steps when it comes to fees and checking on those kinds of things. And so it's basically a list that's going to make sure that you make really good purchases from Amazon.
Right. Let's see. Doug Dreyer says $25. Hillbilly Hustle says, hey, from Alabama. Lee Tripp said $20 if sells well, then $30 for the second edition. Okay.
Well, the one thing I would tell you is that the reseller cards are this is much more in depth than the reseller cards.
Yeah.
I mean, the reseller cards are really awesome because it's perfect for a beginner and it gives short, concise information. But this is Poshmark specific. Right. And it has the breakdown of how to do everything that you want to do on Poshmark. Right. As well as YouTube links embedded in it and things like that.
Let's see. Rachel says, hello from Florida. Jamie Hicks says, I'm looking at boxes from Via Trading. Can you tell me what ARW department store is?
Target.
Yeah.
Arrow.
Yeah. Arrow, Target.
We're giving away all of Via Trading secrets.
Yeah. Tammy says, hey, from Arkansas, love your channel. You all are a godsend. Well,
awesome. If you like
Tammy.
this content, hit the thumbs up button. And also, you're welcome to donate on the Super Chat.
You can buy Heather a coffee if you so desire. So I don't drink coffee. It's against my religion. Doreen says, hello from Illinois. Wallace says, hi from Florida. Nice and sunny, laugh out loud.
He's a Coke Zero fan.
I'm a Coke Zero fan. I've never got interested in the taste of coffee for whatever reason.
Yeah.
Let's see. Rachel says, how do you deal with Amazon returns, Heather?
So Amazon returns can be returned for various different reasons. So sometimes your items will get returned from the warehouse because of overstock. And then you can just simply list them on other platforms. Some returns actually go to the customer. The customer has buyer's remorse. Nothing happens to the product. It's still in the same condition you sent it in, but they click it's damaged because then they can ship it back free. Lame. So then it gets shipped to the warehouse, then gets shipped back to you. So every time I see a return from Amazon come back, I always inspect it. If it's in the same condition that I remember sending it in, and I've made sure that that's the same condition, a lot of times I'll turn around, resend it back into Amazon and have it listed back on the same listing. But when it says damaged, make sure it is not damaged, because if it does come back damaged, pretty much you're just at a loss. You're going to have to just throw it away. If it looks like it's completely a different item or have been demolished by the customer, you can actually open up a case on Amazon against that customer. It does not affect your seller's account. It's nice because if enough sellers do that to that one person who keeps damaging Amazon returns, then they can actually get booted from Amazon or flagged from Amazon. So if you feel like it's totally a different thing, then go ahead and do that. And so a lot of times though, when it gets returned, if it hasn't sold or if it's in a different condition, I just resell it on another platform.
Deborah Thompson says $25 sounds fair. We're talking about because other people have hopped on now.
Yeah, Poshmark. I just made a Poshmark ebook that is 11 pages long. It gives a lot of behind-the-scenes top tips of what we do on our Poshmark store, and it steps you through how to create the best Poshmark store, and then tips for every listing that you make, and all of that with YouTube links and training videos embedded in it.
Very good. So how much should we charge for that? So
yes.
Let's see. Unusual Vintage says, hi from Atlanta. Harvesting by Hand says, ooh, thank you. Kathy M says, I just last week put my first 8 pieces of clothes on Amazon, and I was so excited because I sold 3 items.
Nice.
But I was bummed as 2 out of 3 are being returned. I'm trying not to be discouraged. Yeah, when it comes to Amazon, people can return for various different reasons, and you have zero recourse to it.
Right.
You can't say, well, wait, no, that's not true. Amazon's not going to listen.
Clothing is a big return option too, just because it just doesn't fit right, so then you return it.
Right.
A lot of times, if they just say didn't fit right, Amazon will actually return it and then put it right back on your listing. So, but if they say it's damaged, then it will get returned to you. So just inspect it. You may be able to send that back in.
Tina says, how do you know what best things to sell?
I sell anything that usually doesn't break in shipping. That's kind of my favorite MO, but it's ever changing. A lot of people ask me that question, and it's not a hard and fast answer because what was hot 2 months ago is not hot now. And so my suggestion to you is diversify your platforms. Make sure you're selling multiple things all at once. If you're looking into buying liquidation, that is a must. You're going to have to for sure do that. But I sell lots of clothing, as you know, because I just wrote the ebook on Poshmark on how to have the best Poshmark store, and that will be available probably within the week. I'm just having someone proofread it for me right now. And then I sell a lot of toys, general merchandise, everyday used items, I would say. There's a lot of people, he likes to find the unique to put on eBay, which still sells well, but it sells slow. I like to sell a lot of things that people will buy in their everyday life.
Right. Damara Fletcher says, I want to order a pallet of beauty from them, but I don't see only beauty in one. Have you seen them with beauty items only?
If she's talking about Via Trading, they sell makeup cases.
Yep. They have they come in a box.
Yeah.
That's probably what you want to look for.
And they're usually by brand. So they'll have Maybelline, like a Maybelline box, a L'Oreal box,
right.
Nix, like NYX Nix box.
Right.
They'll have.
It's been a
CoverGirl.
while. I mean, every time we've purchased one of those cases, it takes roughly, because we sell them primarily on Amazon, I'd say it takes somewhere between 3 to 6 months
To sell everything.
to sell everything. But every time that happens, I think we've doubled, close to tripled our money every time. But it
It's
takes a while,
time-consuming, 'cause-
and it is time consuming because you've got
250 items. Usually in the box.
250 makeup things. So if you've got like an avenue of you sell at a flea market, or maybe you've got a Facebook,
and you can sell them
store.
on Poshmark too.
Yeah, you can sell at Poshmark too.
Mm-hmm.
That's true. We don't. Or very rarely have sold makeup on Poshmark.
We usually do Amazon, and then we just sell the rest of the garage sale.
Yep. Let's see here. Elisa says, hello from Elisa, loves Hooked on Pickin, and you too.
Awesome. Thanks.
Wallace says, Coke Zero, I'm a Pepsi man.
He used to be a Pepsi
I
man.
used to be. I switched to Coke for some reason. Jamie says, let's see. Lost it there. Yep. Jamie says, thank you. Would you say the ARW department store boxes are worth buying for beginners? Can they be profitable?
They can be profitable. They can also break even when it comes to Target brand stuff.
Yeah.
I think you just have to make sure you sell on multiple platforms. Like if you're trying to do Amazon only, it's not. A lot of Target stuff doesn't go on Amazon unless it's actually a name brand item from Target.
Right.
Most of the Target branded items sell great on Poshmark, sell great on eBay. And so just be aware of that. Like all the Up and Up, Cat and Jack, things that are Target specific usually will go on those two platforms better than Amazon.
Yes. Margaret Hall donated $5.
Yay! Thanks, Margaret.
She said a
She's
coffee
awesome.
and a Coke Zero for
Nice.
you guys. Thank you very much. Let's see. I was up here. Doug says, I've checked out Bulq. New pallet shipping changes. I'm liking what I'm seeing. Big savings. Oh, that's a good jump off.
So I wanted to talk to you guys about that. I kind of did some research on it. And so if you live near a warehouse, and all the warehouses are based in the Midwest. So Kentucky, Indiana, Tennessee is where they're all based out of. So for us, it's going to be phenomenal. Now, I think if it's a one pallet buy, we're going to see similar prices to the $200 mark. Really where you start making the money is when you buy more than one pallet. And a lot of you out in California are like, this is going to totally stink. But they've actually got some pretty good shipping rates with some of their carriers. So if you buy anywhere from 2 to 6 pallets, so 6 is kind of the cutoff. Anytime you go past 6, it's considered a separate load. So 2 to 6 pallets, you're really going to find really good discounts for shipping. And so I think you'll be pleasantly surprised. So if you go and are from California or the West Coast somewhere and go to buy one pallet, you're probably going to have a heart attack at the shipping price. You're probably going to have to pay more than the $200 flat rate. But those of you who are kind of neighbors to those states that I mentioned are going to find really good shipping prices. So just kind of do the math. They've got a whole landing page now that describes all of the changes made to the pallet shipping, and they also have a calculator on there. So, but the calculator is based on an average pallet weight, which is around the $200 mark. So if you buy something that's super heavy that has a lot of furniture in it, obviously it's going to cost a little bit more because all of the calculated shipping is based on the weight and the size. And so their average Gaylord sizes and their average pallet weight is what the calculator will give you. So don't be surprised if you get a heavier or a lighter pallet if it's different, but you can actually put your zip code in and actually calculate what a guesstimation on a pallet is going to be.
Hey, 2 tips on that. Cases are going to be the same.
Yeah.
Just $30.
$30 still.
That's going to be the same. So don't worry about that.
And that's actually a really good price for a case.
Right. Second issue there is, and I think it's they say it, but it could get confusing. It can only group those pallets together from the same location.
Yes. Yes.
Right. So that's important. Now, if you look, the last time I looked on the far left.
They have a way to filter for warehouse.
You can filter for warehouses. I think it's on the far left when you hit on a menu button and it's far left. And then that might be something you want to consider because you know how it is if you're searching, you're like, oh, I like this one. And then, 3 pages down, oh, I like that one, but they're from 2 different warehouses.
So if you filter for the closest warehouse to you, that might be good. Or maybe a warehouse you like to buy stuff from. And so the other question, too, that people have asked is, what if I buy 4 cases and 3 pallets? And they're all from the same warehouse, still doesn't matter. The cases are still always going to be flat rate $30. And then the pallets will then in turn get the shipping discount. And I think it shows you like at the bottom of your purchase page, like when you get the shipping discount, there's a big, yay, you saved X amount of dollars for getting multiple pallets. So so that's kind of the lowdown on the new bulk shipping. So really you're going to see the best savings the more pallets you buy from 2 to 6 pallets and from the same warehouse.
Right.
So hopefully that's helpful to you.
So it's going to be helpful for people like us. It's going to be helpful for anybody that's got some space. You know, the pallets are 4x4. So
They're usually
7 to 8 feet high.
Yeah, and bulk pallets are usually...
Well, maybe not always 7 to 8 feet high.
They're not 7 to 8 because they're shorter than me.
No, they're not.
They're like 4 foot.
I'm thinking of other places. Yeah.
They're 4 foot tall.
4.5 feet tall.
So they're usually 40 by 40 inches around that, and then they're about 4 feet tall.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Let's see. Phyllis says, hello from North Carolina. Awesome. Isaac says, hey guys, what's your experience with scratch and dent condition versus customer returns from bulk? I've done customer returns, but not sure of scratch and dent based on their wording. Not sure if it's worth it.
Okay, scratched and dent, you have to be very creative with. You're going to find like iRobot vacuums that will have, you know, pieces that are missing or they've been used. And sometimes if you see 2 or 3 in there, scratch and dent can be super beneficial because you could basically siphon pieces off one to make one working one. I did that with bread makers. There were 4 bread makers.
Did that with ice machines.
Ice machines. So where like the lid was broken on one and I was able to take it off one and put it on another, or sell a lot of it for parts or repair. So think in those terms when buying a scratched and dent for parts or repair. But there's a lot of people out there that will be willing to, like I sold 3 broken drones from a scratched and dent case. And so be aware of that thought process when buying scratched and dent. Very rarely are you going to find anything, you're not going to find anything in brand new condition in those. You just aren't.
Yeah, you aren't. You're going to find stuff in really nice boxes.
Yep.
But there's going to be an issue with it. I mean, so they're true to their word on that. But like Heather says, if you have the ability to fix things, I mean, it could be a gold mine for you on that. Let's see here. Jeanette said, you stated in another video your inventory gets returned after 6 months if it doesn't sell on Amazon. How did you do that?
I did that about 4 years ago, but I think that you can set up a product removal. I need to look that up because I've had that question multiple times. I think you can set up an automatic product removal on your inventory. So check out your inventory. Amazon Seller Central is super hard to maneuver, I think. So what I would do is just go to the help section and type in the search bar, automatic product removal, and see if you can't figure something else. And then if you can't find that, maybe shoot an email to Amazon customer service. The only problem is it usually takes about 24 to 48 hours before they'll actually get back to you on that. But just ask them. I want to, you know, set my inventory up to be removed after 6 months automatically. If it doesn't sell, how do I do that? You know, so I'm gonna have to look that up and remember how I did that.
Okay, other questions from Renee says, Heather, where do you find time to do all this? You must not sleep. Laugh out loud.
I do sleep.
She does sleep.
I do sleep.
Now, usually I get up and get the kids ready for school.
I know. Since the beginning of the year, he gets up with the kids.
I'm pretty much amazing.
Yeah,
I am pretty much amazing.
He is amazing. Makes them breakfast and lets me sleep in.
That's right.
Till like 8 or 9.
That's right. Or 10 or 11.
Or 10 or 11.
Or 10 or 11.
When I'm really lazy.
Actually, that's rare for other to be in bed that long there. So, Heather's amazing.
Yeah.
Absolutely amazing. D. Keone says, also, weight of items has a bearing on selling on Amazon, eBay, and Poshmark. Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely. Yep. Patsy says, hi, I finally made a live show.
Hi, Patsy. I'm glad you made it.
She's from Concord, Georgia.
Awesome.
Tina says, on eBay, what is the best thing to put for handle time?
Oh, it depends on how quickly you can get to shipping it. So really the handling time is how long is it going to take you to actually box it up and ship it out from the date it's sold. And think about your life though, okay? I have a 2-day handling time. I will sell more items if I had a 1-day handling time because when it lists on there to the customer, it's adjusted based on what handling time you put on there on when it's supposed to be when it's supposed to arrive. But I have kind of a crazy life. There are some days where I'm literally gone all day. I'm exhausted when I get home. I don't want to do it today because I just sold an eBay item, but I know I'll probably get to it the next day. When I go on vacation, I put a 10-day handling time on there so that stuff still can sell, but it shows the customer, hey, it's going to be like 2-3 weeks before you get your item. Whereas the 2-day handling time basically says, hey, you'll probably get your item in about a week. And so that makes a difference on what the customer sees and how quickly they're going to get their delivery. But just make sure it's something you can actually work with. Don't put a shortened handling time on there just because you want to sell stuff and then miss that handling time, because it will dramatically affect your rating on eBay. And it's not good to miss that deadline. So if you have to put 5 days on there, put 5 days on there.
If you like the content, please hit that thumbs up button. And if you would like to buy Heather a coffee, because she's probably running low now.
I am. It's halfway gone.
Feel free to donate.
Thanks, Margaret Hall, for my coffee.
Let's see. Susan says, hey, y'all, from Stormy here in Alabama. Coke for me. My daddy worked for Coca-Cola for 44 years.
Ooh, that's a long time.
It is.
That's longer than I'm alive.
Damery Fletcher, I think I'm saying that right, says, how many items do you list per day? Do you think that you sell more when you list more? Oh.
Yes, absolutely.
Seems to be something with almost every algorithm. They pump up your post the more you put on their site.
It's like the more active
I would
you
say
are.
Except for Amazon.
Yeah,
Amazon is its own thing.
It is. It's its own monster. But, I mean, it just makes perfect sense. The more product you have out there, the more interest there is. And sometimes, like especially Poshmark, the more items you have in your Poshmark store, someone might be interested in that cute little dress and then suddenly see, oh, they also have all these shirts. And so Poshmark, definitely the more items you have on there, the more you sell, just simply because there's more interest, because there's more variety.
That's right. Alan says, hi from Soggy Middle Tennessee. Susan says, have you tried the personal care items from Wholesale Ninjas? Do you think they are profitable?
We have not tried.
What have we gotten from Wholesale Ninjas? Clothing, I know.
Really high-end clothing.
Then we got something else, like an electronics or something?
I think so.
I think.
I can't remember. It's been a little while.
It has. They kind of blend in after a while. Mother of One says, good morning, everyone. D. Keone says, Tino, one day, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Whitley Ware says, oh, there we go. Sorry.
We just got a super chat.
Super chat, yes. D. Keone, $4.99. Coffee on me. Love you both.
Awesome.
Thank you,
Thanks,
D.
D. Keone.
Thank you very much.
He's an awesome person that always watches and comments.
Yes. Good. She's got great fans.
Great fans.
Great fans. Whitley Ware says, hello, everybody from Virginia. Mike Whitcomb says, is cross-posting clothing really worth the time?
Ooh,
Cross-posting.
I do not cross-post because I am terrible about forgetting to take it off the other platform. So the only time I post on 2 different platforms is if I have enough quantity to cover both platforms. So like,
I think we're going to do that. We just got some cases of hats, NCAA hats. So like there'll be 10 hats of Tennessee Vols. School.
Yeah, so we'll put 5 on Hooked on Pickin and 5 on Poshmark or 5 on eBay. You know what I mean? Like we will make sure whatever quantity is there, even if they all sold in the same day, then we still have the proper quantity.
Right. We did that with our boxes of candy, and that really helped us keep things straight there. But,
yes. Yeah, because we had half of them on eBay and half of them on Poshmark, and then, or not Poshmark, Hooked on Pickin. And then if one platform starts to sell more, then you can always adjust the listing to make to move some from one platform to another. Also, I'm really excited. We just started instituting a new inventory system for our Poshmark.
Oh, yeah.
And so once we get that totally completed, because we have like 500 items and we're having to go through each one and make sure we put it in the inventory system right, it has saved our life. We've got about half of it done, and I packaged everything, and almost everything was under the inventory system. It took so little time. So once we get that accomplished, I will definitely show you, how we're doing that.
Very good. Let's see. DQ says, one day to be top rated. Whitley Ware says, cross-posting is worth it. More eyes on your items, the better.
Yeah, as long as you can.
It's true.
Yes, as long as you can stay organized with it. I'm a scatterbrain, so I don't do it, but that doesn't mean that you can't do it.
Yep. Let's see. Yemi Reyes says, what is the best source suppliers for products for you?
Well, initially we did a lot of retail arbitrage at Walmart.
Yeah.
Walmart and Goodwill and Savers, thrift store. And so that was initially in the beginning. Now I would say we get the majority of our liquidation from Bulq.com
Via
and Via Trading. Those are our two favorites just because we understand their system. We've been to both of their warehouses. So if you haven't seen their warehouse tours, check it out. Oh, and I do think, I just found out too, Bulq is in the works for getting pickup set up.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
We are going to ASD Market Week.
Yes,
and
March 22nd through the 25th is the ASD trade show.
And we're looking for wholesalers there too. We'll find other liquidation places, I'm sure, but awesome place to go. It's in Las Vegas. It's at the Las Vegas Convention Center in Nevada. So yeah,
so
looking
we're
forward to
going
that.
there. We're doing a meet and greet on Tuesday night at the Fresco Italiano, but we're fully booked.
Yep.
Everybody took all the seats, so sorry.
That didn't take long, week and a half.
Bulq is doing a meet and greet that they have invited me to on Monday nights.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
That's not around the convention center. You got to drive somewhere.
You got to drive. So I'm going to try to experience my first Uber. I've never done Uber.
We live out in the country.
We drive everywhere.
Uber would be a tractor and a hay wagon.
So
I
know. I think she said, like, when she contacted me and said, "Hey, would you be willing to come?" I think they're giving out like $5 credits to Uber or something. How much does it cost to Uber?
No idea.
Anybody know?
We'll probably be murdered.
Yeah.
Probably be murdered.
We'll probably get some psycho Uber driver.
Some clown guy driving a car. Okay, on to something else. Patsy says, I've been on Poshmark for 4 weeks and I've only sold one item. Is it really that hard to sell? I have about 70 items on there and list almost every day. I do good on eBay.
Okay, so Poshmark you have to stay active on. Share, and more share, and then check your news feeds. And anybody who has liked items, you need to send them offers, and you need to send them shipping discounts, things like that.
And you need to buy Heather's ebook when she puts it out here in just a few months.
Yes, couple days I'll have the ebook, and it has a lot of those step-by-step and a whole 2 pages of Hooked on Pickin' top tips to make awesome sales.
That's right. God's Third Acre says, hello from Icy, Indiana. Michael says, or is that Michelle? I always mix them up. Michelle? Michael, sorry.
Michelle has an
why was I skipped laugh out loud? Uh-oh.
Sorry.
Hey, repeat your comment. Every once in a while when it like pushes all the comments to the bottom, so I have a hard time with
it. It jumps sometimes. Sorry.
Whitley Ware says, you have to have a good inventory system to cross-post, check out list perfectly. Yes. Diana Schultz says, thank you for sharing your life of selling. You two are amazing. First time catching you live.
Awesome.
Very kind.
Welcome.
I buy, sell sparkles.
I like
that. Hello, guys. Juliet's Urban Farm and Market says, hello. Do you charge shipping?
On eBay, I charge shipping for anything that weighs over a pound. And then, yes, I charge shipping on Hooked on Pickin', but it's all calculated based on its weight.
We've got it set for Hooked on Pickin'. If you spend over $100, you get free shipping.
Right.
Let's see.
Do we have a super chat?
We do. Yimmy Reyes, $1.99, says thanks.
Awesome, thanks.
Very kind, guys. Again, if you like the content, hit the thumbs up. If you'd like to donate, feel free to donate. Buy Heather a coffee.
Ooh, and I have some really fun news about something cool we're going to do in the warehouse.
Sweet. Reseller's Journey says, does Amazon allow most items from bulk?
A lot of the ones if it's brand new and uninspected returns, you're going to have good luck on those 3 categories. Yeah. And in that order, I mean, brand new, almost everything will go. Like new, a little bit less will go. And then uninspected returns, same thing. So it kind of is a step down. Salvage and scratch and dent, probably not. Unless you sell it used. You can sell things used on Amazon, but
you won't get the buy box.
You won't ever get the buy box if it's a used item.
And that's the coveted position on Amazon.
Yes.
Unusual Vintage says, I meant follow games. Follow games. So repeat your whole sentence and I'll try to figure it out. Supernation says, have you heard of MBA trading? MBA trading.
No, I haven't.
No, we haven't.
Is that a liquidator? I'm guessing.
I'm guessing it is too. Sandra C says, did you guys have a chance to check out Via Trading licensed apparel clothing cases? Seems like an expensive at $4.50 an item, but I wanted to see if it was profitable for y'all.
Well, we have not. We've bought licensed hats. We haven't bought licensed actual like shirts and apparel and stuff. But $4.50 an item is what we spend on the Macy's stuff.
Yeah, that's not too bad,
and
really.
And we make money on that. Now, whether or not licensed T-shirts are going to sell as well as the nice dresses we get and the nice tops that we get for our Poshmark store, I don't know. So we'll see how well we do on the hats and keep you guys apprised.
Yeah, I'm really interested about the hats. What do we get, like $2.50 in the hat?
Yeah, $2.50 I think a piece, and that's with shipping.
Yeah.
So we're gonna unbox those probably in the next week or so.
Yeah, I think so.
So you'll be able to see kind of what exactly
They're
that
on
looks
the
like.
docket. Whitley's Wear says sharing, following, and community shares are very important on Poshmark.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Absolutely. Susan says, are there any suppliers you would not recommend? Limited funds, so don't want to waste money. Well, we shouldn't blast everyone.
I'm not gonna blast anybody. If you send me a private,
We do.
I have a couple that I probably just wouldn't work with anymore, but I'm not gonna do that publicly to them.
Yeah.
So
and they can change. They can get their act together.
Yeah.
You know. So people are trying to make a living. You know how it is. DeLorean Fan 81 says, "Is there a website / database you could possibly point us to for finding wholesalers in our area?" There is one thing that you can look at besides Googling wholesalers in your area. If you get on the ASD Market Week website, they actually will have a list of all of the people that are going to be at the convention. And that is public knowledge. You don't have to sign up for that. At least I'm pretty sure you don't.
Yeah.
And then you can look through the wholesalers and see where are they located at. So you'll have a long, long list of people, from the guy trying to create the next fidget spinner to
Bulq.com,
to people selling stuff from China, all sorts of things. And it might just give you a couple more possibilities. It's kind of a tip to ASD Market Week, if you will.
Yeah. So what I would do too is once you have their name, then you can just Google their location. That's one of the first questions when we're at ASD Market Week that we always ask. Where are you located? Because anytime we order from somebody, we need to know, is it going to be outrageous for shipping or is it going to be worth it? And so we used to stray away from anything on the West Coast, but I think that we're maybe going to look more into it just because we've had such good luck with shipping from via trading.
Yep. Nova Vita says, "Hi guys, every time I see your videos, I'm doing sales. Can you make more?" Thanks for the advices. Dina says, "Hello, Heather and Paul. Hope you are doing well." Margaret Hall says, "I did want to say thank you for the video you put out on Monday. It was very knowledgeable for sure."
What did we put out Monday?
I'm trying to remember.
Was that the one that was weekend sales?
It might have been the weekend sales one. I'm not sure.
Yeah, where we added up, if you haven't seen the weekend sales one, we added up what we made on Hooked on Pickin, what we made on eBay, what we made on Amazon, and Poshmark.
Yeah. Isaac says, "I got those hats about a month ago from Via." Okay, good.
Okay. Did you do good?
Yeah, I hope you did good.
Yeah.
Let us know, because we're going to be selling them too.
Hopefully we don't compete with you.
JK God, or JKGOD, says, "Have you watched movies about fishing?" No, I have not. Supernation says,
so random.
Do you know a liquidation company that sells truckloads very cheaply?
Via Trading sells truckloads.
Direct Liquidation sells truckloads.
B-Stock sells truckloads.
B-Stock, you have to have a reseller's license to be able to purchase.
Quick Lots, I think.
Now, here's the deal, though. Truckloads, they're going to want you to have a loading dock. They really want you to have a loading dock. They'll still do it. You just have to explain that, and you will pay a little more for it.
Truckloads, too, usually contain anywhere from, if it's a half-loaded truck, it's going to be 14 or 15 pallets, and then a full truckload's going to be like 26 to 28 pallets.
Right. So it's a lot. You got to have the space for it. It probably has the highest profit margins in it, but you're going to have a wide variety of stuff. And half the time, even when you buy truckloads, they're not even going to be able to tell you what you're getting. They'll tell you where it's coming from, but that's better. Let's see. Margaret Hall says, the Amazon lady. The Amazon lady. I'm trying to see. I don't want to say this Monday. It was
trying to find.
Oh, the Amazon lady. Oh, was that the payability?
Oh, yes. Oh, I know it. Okay, so yeah. So I did a video on basically, it's an e-commerce financing company called Payability, where they basically take your, let's say I sold a widget on Amazon for $20. They'll give you 80% of that $20 the same, like basically next day, rather than having to wait the 14 days. It might actually even be the same day, but rather than having to wait the 14-day payout, and that's a really beneficial thing to do. when you are first getting started, because sometimes having to wait for that cash means you miss out on really good deals. Like you could have bought a bulk case if you could have that $300 that's sitting in your Amazon account.
Right.
And so, yes, so the payability thing is a really cool option for you. And you don't have to sign a contract. It's not a long-term thing. Basically, you just give them 30 days notice. They take 1%, I think, is all they take off the top for you to get instant cash, or even a cash.
1 to 2%.
Yeah, or even a cash advance. They do.
It's almost like then like a PayPal fee at that point.
Right, yeah. And then they do a cash advance. But they did give me a Hooked on Pickin promo code just to put it out there on my channel, where you get $150 cash in your account right away, immediately, as soon as you sign up. So,
Yeah.
you know, if you're looking to get started and want that extra $150 to kind of help you, you know, buffer that first initial, you know, buying, or maybe you're in a lull where your, you know, funds ran out because you spent too much already and it just hasn't sold yet. So look into that. It's really cool. So
Good deal. Ashley says, good luck. Isaac Hernandez says, slow movers, as the season isn't hat season right now, looking forward to spring. Yeah. That's the reason why we just purchased them. I was thinking, you know what, we're going to get to a spot here not too long from now where people will be buying the hats. So I'm curious to see, what platform do you sell on, Isaac? Are you trying to move them on Poshmark, eBay? What are you? Be good. Let's see. JKGOD says, I play Fortnite and you can fish out guns. Is that realistic? There are guys that go to bridges and actually do, what do they call that? Magnet fishing? So if you're really wanting to do something fun, I've always thought that'd be cool. And occasionally they do find a gun. If that does happen though,
you do have to report it to the police.
You need to report that right away to the authorities, because if you find a gun that's been thrown over a bridge, usually something bad has happened with that gun.
Something nefarious has happened.
So not
with that
always,
weapon.
but sometimes, you know. And it's amazing what these guys come up with.
He loves to watch
I love
YouTubers
that
like dive into
the
rivers.
treasure hunting aspect, I love all that stuff. Robbie says, Happy Valley is a desert in California.
Awesome.
Very good. JKGOD says, I subscribe. Thank you.
Awesome.
Jeanette says, was the last box you opened from Via Trading strictly women's, or was it a mix of women, men, and children? Amazon case. I can't find just women's, just ordered mix. Thank you for the hooked code. It was mixed.
It was mixed, but most of it is usually women's. I would say probably 90% of it is usually women's.
There's some clothes, some kids, some juniors, some men's, but then mostly women's.
Yeah, the kids, we had like 5 or 6 items out of the 75 that were kids, and then the rest, most of it's women's.
Very good. Let's see. Super Nation says, have you ever thought of buying a truckload? I think of it all the time.
Yes. We actually have a guy that lives near us that is willing to take a truckload for us and then just deliver the pallets whenever we have room.
With our space, I know I could get 12 pallets in here. It would be very tight to pull off. We have done that. And then we have a friend that would allow us to store them in his warehouse, but I don't know if I want to do that completely. He's very, very kind for offering that, though.
He's awesome.
Let's see. Margaret Hall says, yes, laugh out loud. JKGOD says, my name is pronounced JK God. Got it. D. Keone, I'm asking, is it realistic? Oh, okay. Isaac Hernandez says eBay. Oh, he's selling the hats on eBay.
Okay,
probably going to cross-post on Mercari. Cool.
Well, we're going to probably sell on Poshmark and Hooked on Pickin.
Yeah,
so
we shouldn't run into each other that way. We don't do Mercari. Let's see. Margaret Hull says, JKGOD, this is about buying and reselling pallets. Cases, not about Fortnite games, laugh out loud. Hey, it's okay. It's okay. Let's see. DK says, thanks, Margaret. Okay, Phoenix says, I hit the thumbs up. Yes, I can't see because I'm reading it here. So feel free to hit the thumbs up button if you like the content. If you'd like to buy Heather a coffee, feel free to do so.
Also, we're going to do a live unboxing tomorrow, just like normal. That's going to become our Fun Friday live stream. So you guys seem to really enjoy that. So we will be doing a live unboxing tomorrow. What are we going to do? Are we going to do a bulk case?
A bulk case. I think we can get through a bulk case decently.
Clothing.
Yeah. This is general merchandise.
Yes.
And I think there's some toys thrown in there too. These bulk cases are brand new. So I'm curious. I tried hard to do the math. I think we'll make money.
Yeah, we'll try to scan some things while we're doing it,
Right.
just to kind of see. And then, so we're going to do the bulk case at 12 o'clock Central Standard Time, so it'll be an hour later than this live stream. And so hopefully we see you guys there.
That's right. That's right. Let's see here. Isaac Hernandez says he got the hat so cheap. He's not doing a fire sale even with the inventory. No need. Got the discount and picked up so cheap, no shipping.
Nice.
Let's see. JK got said I tapped the thumbs up and I hit the little bell. Thank you very much for doing that.
Yeah, that
Thank
means
you.
if you hit the bell, then you're going to get the notifications every
Right.
time. And so
Sometimes we think that's a bit delayed, but you know.
Yeah.
DH says, what do you feel sells quicker, Poshmark or eBay?
Poshmark.
For us.
Well, okay. Let me put a caveat on that. Poshmark sells well because we focus a lot on Poshmark. I think it's wherever you put a lot of your focus in. So if you're very active on eBay, you're going to sell a lot on eBay. eBay is kind of like, you know, the one I use last, to be honest.
Fastest place that sells is Facebook Marketplace. Heather's amazing at Facebook Marketplace.
Yeah. Well, Amazon is the fastest. But
well,
true. But then, as far as the other sites, Facebook, yeah, I've been blowing
in
out
our area, people are
blowing out of the Facebook Marketplace
right.
stuff. But I also boost my listings. I spend $3 to boost a listing, but I'm gonna, you know, sell the item for $70, so it doesn't matter.
See, Phyllis says, jumping on to say hello. Can't stay long. Hope you have a good day.
Hi, Phyllis.
Super Nate says you can buy a truckload and get a warehouse. Want to be more profitable for you guys. Well, we have definitely talked about and thought about it. We thought there was a facility, an old Ford dealership that was going up for sale. It turned out it was not for sale at the time.
The other thing, too, is if you buy a different space, you have overhead. We have very little overhead here, and so that's kind of why we want to just stay here and do it. And the point of me doing this job is so I'm available for my family, so I don't want to stress myself out with a new location.
Delilah's mom says, finally caught a live video.
Hi, Delilah's mom.
This is cool. AKA Fishing says, I found a toy that I bought for $18 and sold for $129.
Sweet.
He says, I bought 12 of them and have only 5 left. Isn't that awesome when that happens?
That is awesome.
That has happened to us before, too. And
gas masks.
Oh, gas masks were awesome. We were buying them for 10 and selling them for
$250.
Yeah, around $250. Yeah, it was awesome. Absolutely awesome. You just wish there was more of those. It was my problem.
Yeah.
And we ran out of our source. Delilah's mom says, what's up, peeps? JK God says, I did not know about pallets. I just wanted to do a Q&A. Sure.
Cool.
Feel free, man. Patsy says, do you have a video on your scanning system? There's not a specific video on it.
No, there isn't a specific video. Pretty much we just buy a wireless barcode scanner and use that. As long as you put the little cursor in a box, then it just scans the numbers and basically types them in for you.
Let's see. Timothy says, hello, friends. Do you two work alone, and do you ever feel overwhelmed? I'm never overwhelmed because I'm a Christian. No.
No. I actually have a PDF that I'm selling talking about being discouraged and overwhelmed. So, yeah, I do get overwhelmed sometimes because it's just like, especially when I have so many pallets in here and I can't get to them and I don't feel like I have enough time to get the unboxings done every day.
We have a few other people that help us with sharing on Poshmark. My mom helps a lot with that and helps us sometimes with posting items. She'll post some things from her closet. Then we have a very good friend at church that helps us with that too. So that does help. Helps huge.
They do get paid.
You get paid, yeah. But it's very, very, very helpful.
Yeah. So
they don't get paid what it's worth for them to do it, I don't think, completely. But they're
but it's
very,
extra
very kind.
Cash for them, yeah.
Yeah. Let's see here.
We also do pay our son to do some...
Yes, now, just a little bit.
Well, what I would call janitorial work, like here, cut up this pallet, here, throw this trash away, here, organize this, he sorts Legos.
He wants to be a pastor too, so I'm trying to, usually pastors don't make a lot of money, so I'm trying to give him a few other skills besides that, just something that it would keep him in ministry, knowing how to resell.
Pretty much, we're still in ministry because we started this side hustle.
Only way we would have stayed in ministry.
That is now a full-time income.
Right. Let's see. Timothy says, hello, friends. Do you two work... Oh, or that one. Unusual Vintage, a.k.a. Fishing. Wow. Nice. Do the ROI dance. Laugh out loud.
Yes.
D. Keone says, JKGD, are you here to learn about reselling? Yep. And JKGOD says, I got to catch a train, so have a safe train ride. Yep. God's Third Acre says, just got a brand new Bulq case, lots of boots and shoes, great buy, only $8 per item. That's not bad.
Nice.
It's not bad.
Yeah.
Depending on the brand of shoes, not bad. Wallace says, if you had stuff around the house to sell, but they didn't have a barcode or weren't in a box, like a Furby with a spoon.
Furby.
Yeah, Furby's awesome. And where would you list that and sell that?
eBay or eBay.
eBay. I think Mercari probably could work for you too.
Probably.
Depending on what it is, Poshmark. It doesn't have to be new.
Yep.
Let's
Poshmark
see.
does household items as well. Just be aware that Poshmark will charge you extra if it weighs more than 5 pounds. So a lot of those like bedding sets and stuff like that usually kills you on the shipping. You lose all your profit.
Delilah's mom says, just started my online reselling feat. Only sold 5 pieces of clothing so far.
Hey, that's all right. You got to start somewhere. And the more followers you get on Poshmark, the more you'll sell. So anytime someone has followed you, follow them back. And that's also listed in my Poshmark closet guide that I will have available in a few days.
Yes. Delilah's mom says, how do you sell bundles?
Oh, how do you sell bundles? Why don't you answer that question?
Okay, a bundle normally is when someone likes more than one item on your Poshmark closet and they put them together. And
they get a shipping discount.
You can set it up where they can get a shipping discount. We have it set up where they'll get 15% shipping, they get a 15% discount right off the bat.
Right. For 2 or more items.
You know, they don't have to pay double the shipping if they bought them separately, right? So it saves them on shipping in that process. So, and they can go, we've sold bundles up to 12 items before, which is incredibly helpful. Mm-hmm. It gives us the most money to be able to do that also.
Yeah, our earnings are higher whenever people buy bundles.
You can, when you're on bundles, you can also offer them a special deal and even cheaper shipping if you so desire.
Also, if you offer them a deal and they decline it, and for whatever reason it doesn't allow you to offer any more deals, you can add or remove an item and then resend a deal.
Right, and you should buy Heather's
Poshmark ebook.
Poshmark ebook. You need to get that out like today.
I know. It's 11 pages long and full of information and screenshots and links for
videos
YouTube training
and everything
videos
else.
And yeah.
It's basically a training seminar on how to sell on Poshmark.
Yeah. And to keep your closet selling a lot.
God's Third Acre says, Wallace, that's an eBay item. Yes. DeLorean Fan 81 says, I gave a thumbs up. Everybody else should too.
Awesome.
Jeanette says, small delay. I got notified 1 minute into the live video. Last time was 12 minutes. AKA Fishing says, the toy is Fisher Price. Imagine next DC Superfans Batman Extreme Robot. Awesome. Nice. Look for that, everybody. Babette Perkins says, have you tried food products? Yes, we have.
Yes, we have. We stray away from them, though, simply because of expiration dates.
You have to be very careful with that.
Yeah, I mean, if you saw our candy palette, oh my goodness, 2,000 pieces of candy. We blew out of those candy boxes fast.
They go so fast every time we do a candy palette.
And then
they're a lot of work, though.
Yeah, they're a ton of work. It probably took us about 3 days to get through that palette, and so that's time-consuming. The
first palette was 3 days. We got it down to a science. Then it was 2 days, but it's still a lot of work for
It's 2 days straight working. There's actually a YouTuber. She doesn't have a ton of subscribers. Her name is Frugal Girl.
Yeah.
And they actually did an unboxing of one of my candy boxes.
Cool.
Yeah.
That was cool
so check her out because she does the reselling thing too, and just comment on one of her videos that you heard about her from Hooked on Pickin, and that I enjoyed her candy unboxing.
Let's see, I'm pretty far behind. Sorry, guys. Okay. Lori says, "Hey, I enjoy watching you guys. It's cool to watch all the unpacking." This is Lori in Arizona.
Okay.
Ying E says, "Hi, boomers." Margaret Hall says, "Have y'all found a candy palette yet? My daughter is still wanting dark chocolate." Laugh out loud. No, the place I'm getting them from, they had 2 pallets of just food, but not the candy.
Yeah, we're still on the lookout though, don't worry.
Harvesting by Hand says, I have a question about Facebook Marketplace. How do you determine what goes on the site? I was trying to create a business account and couldn't figure it out.
I just use my personal account, and then I have a business page that I list everything on for Facebook Marketplace. So it's easier if you use your personal account initially, but if you want to keep it separate, I'm not sure exactly how to set up a business account on Facebook. But
very good.
But yeah, just take good pictures of whatever it is. And the things I put on Facebook Marketplace are things I don't want to ship. So that's kind of my
Yeah, Harvesting My Hand says, I caught your short video about Facebook, but still couldn't create a business account.
Yeah, I don't know how to do a business account. I just use my personal one.
Uh,
The biggest thing about Facebook Marketplace is that you need to opt into all the local yard sale, garage sale, secondhand sites, because once you make that marketplace listings, you can actually send it out to all of the local sites. So if, you know, like we live in the town of Trenton, there's a Trenton yard sale site, and then there's a Trenton buy, sell, and trade. So I'm opted into all of those, and the more that you're opted into those, the more visibility you get on those sites.
Right. Robbie says, everything I picked up to scan for Amazon seems gated. How do we find products that does not need approval?
Well, you can always request approval on some of those things, and you can actually do it right in the store. It's a little bit harder. You have to go online and actually get to the desktop site of your Amazon seller account. So you just Google Amazon seller. And hey guys, sorry, we buffered. Let me see if I can flip this around. I don't know where my little turn the screen around button is. It's not on here.
Usually top left.
It's not. So I'm just going to turn this around. There. All right, that'll work.
That might work.
All right, sorry guys. I don't know what happened there. So.
That's right, we're back. Let's see. Ashley says, Dallas Mom, give us your Poshmark closet name. Basically, a lot of people will share their closet,
Sure.
so that's very helpful.
Ours is Paul Hooks.
Yes. Ying says, can I sell eggs on Amazon or eBay for free? For free? I think you can do it for a penny. I'm not sure if you can do it for free.
Yeah,
Maybe you can do it for free.
Not sure.
Really know. Don't really know that answer to that question there. AKA Fishing says, gotta love watching you too. Have a blessed day.
Awesome.
D. Keone says, after Valentine's Day, maybe you're due for another pallet. Laugh out loud.
Yeah, we have one here. We just haven't unboxed it
Yes.
yet. So.
Bibit Perkins says, have to run to a meeting. Thank you both. I wanted to let you know that you inspire me.
Awesome,
Very
thanks.
Nice. Mother of One, yeah, lost buffering. Whoa, startled me. Yep, you were back.
Yeah,
Yes.
It started me. Boom, my big face.
Yep. T-Mid says, I want to start buying and selling and just wondered if you need anything special to buy pallets from Bulq.
Nope.
Shouldn't need.
Oh, don't forget, I'm going to tell you some fun things we're going to do in the warehouse. Should I kind of share that?
Go for it.
All right. So we built our warehouse, and if you haven't been following us, this space that we're actually sitting in is considered my warehouse. It's like a detached garage. It's 720 square feet. And so we initially built it. It's got a regular door and a garage door for the pallets to get brought in and stuff. But we have found that some of our recent deliveries of pallets, for whatever reason, the driver doesn't want to back up to our porch. Like we have a big 6-foot deep porch where we want them to drop the lift gate down onto that. And when we first initially started getting stuff, no problem. They'd back right in. They'd be a box truck. But some of these new companies we're ordering from have tractor trailers. And we have a super narrow road. And so they can't actually back up without totally destroying my neighbor's lawn. So we actually talked to a guy, and we're going to actually pour a concrete driveway.
That's right.
Yep, so we're actually going to get that done. My plan is to get the concrete driveway poured while we're gone at ASD Market Week so that we don't have any deliveries coming in and no pallets getting brought in, because clearly with wet concrete, it's not going to dry very fast. He said it'll take it 2 days to actually pour, and then 3 days to set, and then 5 days for big trucks. So we're really excited to be able to add this concrete addition, because then they can just pull straight in the road, drop the pallet in the middle of our kind of country road, and then we can pallet jack it right in, and that way
I think it's going to be very helpful.
It's going to be, and so we're kind of working on that. It slopes towards the building, so he's going to have to put some drain systems in so we don't get water into the building.
That would be bad.
But he's a guy that goes to our church, and he's just going to do it, and got a really good price, and so we're excited about it. So hopefully we'll be able to show you some of that progress, because right now we're just a gravel driveway, and you definitely can't pull a pellet jack across gravel.
Good deal. Let's see. I think we're just about caught up on questions.
Okay. Yeah, we probably lost some people with the buffering
comments.
and
There are a lot
stuff.
of people saying they have to go and whatnot there.
All right, well, awesome. We're super excited. Hopefully you got the info you needed for the Bulq new calculated shipping. Hopefully we get to see you at the ASD Market Week. Be on the lookout for my Poshmark ebook that I wrote that has all the training links in there and the how-tos, and of course a lot of hooked on Pickin top tips. And so be on the lookout for all of that, because it's definitely going to be well worth the money. I put a lot of work into it. It took me a while to make because I wanted it to basically have every detail you need in order to have the most success selling on Poshmark. So
Live.
oh yeah, tomorrow, don't forget, noon Central Standard Time, we're going to do a live unboxing, not of clothing. It will be general merchandise, brand new from Bulq.com, so check that out. We'll be here at noon Central Standard Time. Also, if you're not yet a subscriber, go ahead and subscribe. Hit that notification button so you will know anytime the video goes out. Sorry that this one got notified a little bit late. Seems like that's been the trend with some of the live streams. But also check out some more of my videos. And of course, go to hookedonpickin.com. I have tons of digital resources on reselling. And if you need more one-on-one help, you can check out a consultation call from me. So hopefully it's been fun. And we'll see you the next time. And remember, in the end, Jesus wins.